most trusted hearing aid provider.
All right, construction is underway now in a $7 billion energy company for its new headquarters in the Arts District Downtown Tulsa. We're so excited. I see this every day as I drive into work. WPX announced the plans in June for this, and it's really starting to take shape now. Former News on 6er Meagan Farley is here, a good friend of mine, with Russ Peevy with Flint Construction. Of course, you guys are contracting this big project. Meagan, talk to me just a little bit about how this really got started, how they picked downtown as a location, and well, this is great for the city.
Oh, it's so great. And you guys have a front row seat to it, which is pretty amazing. But everybody really kept this so tight-lipped about what was happening there. I was really impressed. But then in June, it was when crews tore down the buildings, if you remember where Spaghetti Warehouse used to sit, and then construction began on the 260,000 square foot corporate headquarters. Now, WPX, they will employ 450 people in this building, which was designed by an architecture firm out of Charlotte. And it's going to take up the entire city block, bounded by Detroit Ave and MLK Jr. Boulevard. Here are some renderings of what it's going to look like. Now, there will be commercial space, nearly 700 parking spaces, and of course a public plaza and public pathway through the middle of the property connecting Guthrie Green and John Hope Franklin Reconciliation Park. But an exciting part of the progression of this project, because I'm kind of a nerd for things happening in Tulsa, is that beautiful tower crane that just went in on the property. You can see it over downtown, and it's really a sign of just how intense this construction really is.
Yeah, this is a major crane. I mean, this is very, very large.
Yes, and so that's why I brought Russ in to kind of talk to us. You don't just throw those things up on just any old building construction.
No, you don't, and it is an incredible project, and you don't see them around town very often, and we love seeing those cranes go up as well. And so when you work with tight constraints like that, particularly in a downtown setting, where you have very little real estate around the project, and you start getting some higher elevations, that need becomes available to have a tower crane there. We are on an entire city block, so logistically there's very little room to maneuver around the site.
And everybody wants to know, the gentleman that is in that crane, he goes up there and stays up there all day and then climbs back down. I wondered if there was like an elevator taking him up or something.
Yeah, how does that work?
He does. I got a chance to visit with him a little bit when the crane went up, and that is his job. He said, I go up in the morning and I come down at night. He usually puts in a 10-hour day, and he eats his lunch up there. He did say if we were to have a barbecue lunch, he'd come down, but other than that, he stays up there and does.
And he climbs up there?
Yeah.
He does every morning.
It must be a restroom.
He takes care of that. I didn't ask.
Well, I forgot. Now we want to know all these. That's a lonely job.
Yes, but busy. I mean, because you can see, as I said, front row seat. I mean, every day something changes on that site. But you also mentioned to me there are challenges. I mean, building in the heart of downtown like this. So you said there's going to be another one of those cranes coming soon because of the parameters of the project.
That's correct. Yeah, in the May or June timeframe, we'll have another smaller crane that will go up for a shorter duration. It won't be as tall as the one you see out there, and it will primarily be there to handle the above-grade parking garage element when that gets underway. It
is a sight to see. You know, we got a row of windows right there in the back area where Reporter Row used to be, and it's just, I've been watching every day. I'm looking and seeing what they're doing. I mean, it's really great. It's a great vantage point too, because it's kind of a hole right now, like a pit.
I know. Yeah. Before I leave, I want to go definitely kind of check it out and see what we can see inside. Because when you're driving around, you can't really see much. But I'm always
the real vantage point sounds like it's up top on that crane.
That's right.
I know, right? I got to get up there.
All right, Russ, Meagan, thank you guys so much for being here today. We're so excited for this project.